I now call upon Sir Dudley.
Thank you, Chair. The young people I spoke to before this debate were adamant that they have no proper platform where they can raise issues. Issues like youth unemployment, an education system that does not prepare youth to enter the job market, crime, dropouts, and alcohol and substance abuse. We are the majority, they said, and we are frustrated that older people think they know what young people are experiencing. Like the Youth Accord that was signed on the 24th of April, most of the people there were in their late 50s, and yet they think they can address our issues and challenges. If we keep ignoring the young people of this country, then we should brace ourselves for a revolution, they said. We need jobs, we need to be developed, and we need to be prioritized and treated like real South Africans by being given opportunities as well. The sad truth, Honourable Dudley, one young leader said, is that if you are a youth in this country who has never had any work experience and you reach the age of 30, the chances are you won't get any employment anywhere in the country other than slaving on a farm. I know how frustrating it is to be a youth in this country, he said. Often, top politicians use that to their advantage to make us stepladders to acquire their political goals. We need real opportunities to prove our worth. A youth ministry, in our opinion, is the answer, as agencies like the NYDA are not doing us any good. They are there only to carry out the ruling party's mandate. Right now, we are kindly asking, but soon we'll be harshly demanding. Talking about the NYDA, another young person said, how can they assist us if they are politically centralized? There's no representation from the opposition youth formation in the NYDA leadership, only the YCL and the ANC-YL members from the NYDA leadership structure. Now, I don't know how accurate this statement is, but my thought would be surely we should be looking at reforming the NYDA if it is not being what it needs to be for the youth. When it comes to the subject of another ministry, however, I must admit I am totally skeptical. My reason being that I don't see how a ministry will be any different. We have also the example of another wonderful idea called the Ministry of Women, Children and People with Disabilities. It just looks at what others are supposed to be doing, spends huge amounts of money on salaries for a minister, deputy minister, staff, cars, officers, overseas trips, etc. Not 1 cent goes to actually improving the lives of women, children and people with disabilities. Now, looking beyond all this to the incredible potential of youth, I was reminded this week via Twitter that Bill Gates was 20 years old, Steve Jobs was 21, Warren Buffett was 26, Ralph Lauren 28, and Estee Lauder was 29 when they started their companies that became some of the biggest successes ever known. While talent is a factor, persistence, passion, and the willingness to stay up all night working are probably really what makes the difference between an employee and an entrepreneur. And I just have to say one more thing to those who have turned 30 and are just a little depressed by now by my input.
Expired.
Don't write yourself off. Remember, Thomas Edison didn't invent the phonograph until he was 30, and Colonel Sanders didn't create KFC till he was 70. Thank you.